There are two types of bettors: those who follow the crowd and those who carve their own path. Tonight, we're diving into the fire. You want to be on the right side of history. Stick around. New York Knicks, Oklahoma City Thunder. Two teams on fire clashing under the bright lights of Paycom Center. But this isn't just a game, it's a clash of titans, a test of streaks, grit, and who's willing to go all in to claim the spotlight. Let's break it down. The Thunder. 12 straight wins. Best defense in the league. A fortress at home. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a walking highlight reel, dropping over 31 points per game. Impressive, right? But the Knicks? Don't sleep on them. 9 straight wins. Third in the East. And here's the kicker: they've been road warriors, covering the spread more often than not. Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson's squad doesn't flinch. Now here's the part where the numbers meet the narrative. The Thunder have dominated defensively, but their pace opens up opportunities for a team like New York, who thrives on efficient shooting and slowing the game down. And let's not ignore the 5.5 point spread. For a Knicks team that's hardened by tough road battles, this is their moment to prove they belong among the elite. So what's the call? And today's AI pick is the New York Knicks 5.5. The Thunder might win the game, but this spread. The Knicks have the grit to keep it close. Stick with the Apostles, where every game is a battle worth watching. On to game 2.
In this battle of the East, we're diving into a matchup where the numbers, the tempo, and the defenses tell a story of opportunity. Buckle in, this one's about uncovering the hidden dynamics that could redefine the narrative. Orlando Magic. Toronto Raptors. Two teams with very different stories this season. The Magic have battled through injuries to maintain a respectable 2014 record. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league, but their slow pace and depleted roster have held back their scoring. Meanwhile, the Raptors. At 7.25, they seem outmatched, but records can be deceiving when momentum starts to shift. Their fast pace and improving roster are key to tonight's story. Let's break it down. Orlando, despite ranking last in scoring at 105.9 points per game, wields a defense that stifles opponents and sets the tone for grinded-out games. But their defense? Elite. They're second in points allowed, giving up just 103.5 per game. On the other side, Toronto's defense is almost the polar opposite, ranking 27th and allowing a whopping 119.1 points per game. Their fast pace, ranked 6th in the league, means more possessions and, often, more points. Now, let's talk personnel. For the Magic, Jalen Suggs leads the way with 16.8 points per game, and Tristan da Silva has stepped up, dropping 21 in their last outing. But they're missing their key stars Banchero, the Wagner brothers, and Black. On the Raptors side, Scotty Barnes has been a bright spot, averaging over 20 points, while Emmanuel Quickley's return has bolstered their offense. If R.J. Barrett suits up tonight, Toronto's scoring punch becomes even more dangerous. So, where does this leave us? With a total set at 214.5, the question is, can these teams push past it? And today's AI pick is over 214.5. That's right, the potential for a high-scoring affair might surprise you. Here's the reasoning. Toronto's fast pace and weak defense create scoring opportunities, even for an injury-riddled Orlando squad. Meanwhile, the Raptors' improving offense, led by Barnes and Quickley, is poised to exploit Orlando's thinner roster. Don't let the low total fool you. This game has the potential to soar past expectations. That's the call for Game 2. Stick with us as we dive deeper into tonight's slate. Game 3 is coming up, and you won't want to miss it.
Let me paint a picture for you. The American Airlines Center. A roaring Dallas crowd. A matchup that feels like a heavyweight bout. But tonight, the Mavericks are stepping into the ring without their champion. Luka Doncic is out, and the ripple effect is seismic. Cleveland Cavaliers, Dallas Mavericks, one team at the top of their game, the other searching for answers. The Cavs have been dominant, sitting at 29-4, riding an 8-game win streak, and boasting the league's most efficient offense. On the other side, the Mavericks? They're reeling, on a 3-game skid, and now missing the player who is their heart and soul. Let's break it down. Cleveland's offense? Unstoppable. They lead the league in true shooting percentage, 3-point efficiency, and offensive rating. They just dropped 149 points on Denver. Donovan Mitchell is scorching, fresh off a 33-point game where he shot nearly 60% from the field. And their defense? It's no slouch either, ranked 8th in defensive rating. Dallas, however, is facing an uphill battle. With Luka sidelined, Kyrie Irving is shouldering the load. Sure, he dropped 46 points against Portland, but it wasn't enough. And now, PJ Washington is questionable, adding another layer of uncertainty. Dallas's defense has been inconsistent, and without Luka, their offensive output takes a massive hit. Now the sportsbook set the total at 229.5. Seems reasonable, right? Think again. Here's the reality. Without Luka, Dallas's scoring ceiling plummets. Cleveland, while efficient, can control the pace and grind this game down with their defense. That's a gap too wide to ignore. So what's the call? And today's AI pick is under 229.5. Here's the reasoning. Cleveland's elite defense and Dallas's offensive limitations without Luka create the perfect storm for a low-scoring game. The Cavs can dictate tempo, and the Mavericks simply don't have the firepower to push this into a shootout. That's the story for Game 3. Stick with the Apostles, and we'll keep delivering the insights you need. On to Game 4.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever stared at a line and felt a trap being set? Tonight is one of those nights. Well, night, I am calling it. Curse. Nuggets. Ball arena. And the books want you to believe Denver is walking away with this one, no sweat. But me. I am seeing a different story. The Nuggets. 4th in the West. Riding a 3-game win streak. Nikola Jokic, the MVP machine, orchestrating 30 points, 13 boards, and nearly 10 assists a night like it's second nature. They've got the best passing game in the league and one of the most efficient offenses. At home, they're a powerhouse. I'll give them that. But here's the twist. The Spurs. Scrappy, unpredictable, and led by Victor Wembanyama, a 7'4" unicorn, were riding the rookie playbook. 25 points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 4 blocks per game. He's a walking mismatch, and he's not coming to Denver to roll over. Let's talk numbers. The books have the spread set at 7.5 in favor of Denver. That's a big ask against the Spurs team that's covered in 6 of their last 10. And yeah, the Nuggets are explosive, but they're also inconsistent defensively, ranked 21st in the league. Against a team like San Antonio, who thrives on free throws and second-chance points, that's a problem. Now, I know what you're thinking. Denver's offense is a juggernaut. And you're right, but games aren't just won on paper. They're fought on the court. And the Spurs, they've been fighting. They've got the grit, the size, and the young legs to keep this one close. So what's the call? And tonight's AI pick is the San Antonio Spurs 7.5. Here's the bottom line. Denver might get the win, but San Antonio, they're not going quietly. Wembanyama's built for these moments. Stick with Kane, and together, we'll cut through the noise. Game 5 is up next, and you won't want to miss it.
Crypto.com Arena, the bright lights of Los Angeles. A showdown where legacies are made, and every possession feels like a battle for the season. Tonight, the Atlanta Hawks take on the Los Angeles Lakers in what promises to be a game full of intrigue. Let's break it down. The Hawks, sitting at 18-15, fresh off a dominant win over the Raptors where they put up 136 points. Trae Young, a maestro on the court, orchestrating one of the league's fastest defenses. 22 points per game, 12 assists, and a relentless ability to push the pace. Atlanta's strength lies in their tempo and their relentless pursuit of the ball, ranking 8th in offensive rebounds. They thrive in chaos, looking to outpace and outlast their opponents. But let's not ignore their Achilles heel, a defense that struggled to stop anyone, allowing nearly 119 points per game. Now, the Lakers, 18-13, coming off a gritty win against the Kings last night. Anthony Davis, a force of nature, 36 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 assists in a game where he didn't just control the paint, he owned it, dominating every inch of the court. LeBron James, the ageless wonder, continues to deliver, balancing scoring and playmaking with unmatched efficiency. The Lakers are a powerhouse at home, and while they're playing on a back-to-back, their resilience this season has been remarkable. Let's talk the line. The books have the Lakers as 3.5-point favorites. The Hawks are rested, while the Lakers might be feeling the effects of last night's game. But here's the thing. Atlanta's turnover woes and defensive struggles give the Lakers every opportunity to control this game. And tonight's AI pick is the Los Angeles Lakers -3.5. This is their moment to prove they can rise above fatigue and seize control of their destiny. Here's the bottom line. The Lakers' star power and home dominance will shine through. Atlanta has the talent to make it interesting, but their flaws on defense and ball control are too much to overlook. Now, let's quickly recap the night's picks. Game 1, Oklahoma City Thunder vs New York Knicks, Knicks plus 5.5. Game 2, Orlando Magic vs Toronto Raptors, over 214.5. Game 3, Cleveland Cavaliers vs Dallas Mavericks, under 229.5. Game 4, San Antonio Spurs vs Denver Nuggets, Spurs plus 7.5. And Game 5, Atlanta Hawks vs Los Angeles Lakers, Lakers minus 3.5. Stick with the Apostles as we uncover the traps and unveil the edges the books don't want you to see. The journey continues, and we'll see you next time.